Hey gang, just wanted to take a minute before getting started to let you know that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Halloween special cover C that I drew is in stores now. It hit comic shops just a few days ago. Ooh, see? That's my name if it's showing up on a blurry barcode. It's the same as that name right there. Alright, well, today we're going to be talking about another 8-track player that I have. No, not that one. No, not that one. But that one. Right down there. Where's my other hand? There, right there. It's the Mayfair. Yeah. Not the one that's the furniture company. Don't know the model number, so I'll look it up whenever I flip the camera around. So let's get to it. But first, kick that funky theme song.
He got into vintage audio a year ago, but there's a lot of things he still doesn't know, so he started up a channel on YouTube, and here he is now, the Vintage Newbie.
Here it is, the Mayfair model 2084. That's 2084. You can see the logo right there, barely. It's yellow on silver, which is always guaranteed to wash out. So this thing I picked up at an estate sale for about $20, and it also came with 2 recordable 8-tracks, realistic Radio Shack brand. Pretty cool, because this is not only an 8-track player, but an 8-track recorder. I believe I made a video, which I haven't put it up yet, of exactly how to go about recording 8-tracks. And spoiler alert, it's a pain in the ass. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's really not user-friendly at all. This thing, though, I use it mostly as an 8-track player. I tried using it as a recorder, and the sound was okay. It wasn't the best. My favorite was still this one. Remember this guy that we did a video on? If not, maybe I'll link it. Maybe I won't. Or you can just search it. It was like 3 videos ago on the sound design. TX0868, I believe, is the model number. Yeah, so this one sounds like really, really good. The other one sounds really, really good too. So let's get back to it. Yeah, this one sounds really, really good too. The only thing is, if you record on this one and play it on the sound design one, and vice versa, they do not like each other. There's a lot of like kind of crossover sounding on the various tracks. Now, when it comes to playing store-bought 8-tracks like this one, it sounds great, and the other one sounds great. But yeah, the two do not like recording and playing each other's tapes. They do not play well together. So I tried recording on both of them, and neither one liked the other. But the other one did kind of beat this, like I said, and I don't know why I'm saying it again. But this one isn't too bad. This one is, I don't know the year that it's from. There's not a lot of information about this thing online. So let's just go through what we can go through. So here you got your monitor jack, which is also, headphones. So you can listen or monitor as you're recording, I suppose. These are the numbers for the different tracks when you're playing a tape. And it is powered off. There's no power on button. It just powers up once you put a tape in. And to record, you have to push the record button prior to putting the tape in. So when it's off, then you push it in, and then it fires right up, and you can play a little bit of sound for it, I suppose. So yeah, sounds pretty good. Turn that off. Now, like most 8 tracks, it is pretty loud when playing, if you can hear that. But yeah, so if you want to switch to different tracks on it, you just hit the selector button. And see, then it goes to track 2, 3, and 4. Then back to 1. You got these cool multicolored VU meters. I freaking love those. When I first got it, it really needed a good cleaning, because especially on this side, it would just, the needle would be buried and it would go like but took it apart, sprayed some Deoxit F5 fader lube, because these are fader switches, which if you see when I turn it down, the meter goes down, because these are the volume controls. But you can also control the volume on your stereo receiver. But yeah, I love, like a lot of people kind of complain about sliding volume knobs, but they're neat. I like them. The eject button right there will eject your tape. What? There's also, while you're playing it, you can pause it, which kind of sounds like it's putting a nice little strain on the motor. So let's stop that. You have a repeat button, so when it gets to the end of each, I don't know if these are called tracks or programs, we'll just call them programs. Like each program has a handful of songs. Yeah, so alright, it says programs. So each program has like a couple of songs on it. So you can hit the repeat button, and then once it gets to the end of, say, program 1, it'll go back to the beginning again. If you're like, man, I hate program 2, ugh, the Sad Cafe, no way, I want to hear the long run again. Then you've got your fast forward button, which for 8 tracks, it is not like a cassette. Let's give you a little listen. Oh, you want to fast forward this? Yep, so you just gotta listen to that for a minute and a half instead of just listening to the song for 3 minutes. That's not extremely annoying. You can, then there's the eject switch, which you can have it just eject at the end of various tracks, or you can have it eject at the end of the entire album, or you can have it switched in the middle, and once it gets to the end of program 4, it'll just go back to program 1. Yeah, so this thing has a single belt and a single head in it, so cleaning the head is fairly easy if it sounds dirty. You can just go in there, and yeah, there's no light in there, so I usually use the light from my phone, and then you can just go in there with a Q-tip and some 91% isopropyl alcohol and clean that thing right up. But yeah, these are a little loud, but you know, if you got your stereo cranking, it's gonna overpower the noise that we just heard. So I am very happy with this thing. I love the look of it. You know, it blends in well with the rest of the stereo equipment. Especially when it's all lit up. Yeah, just cool looking. And oddly enough, I went to another estate sale a few weeks after this one, and there was another Mayfair 8-track player, but this was like a supersized one. Like, it was probably about 8 inches wider. But it was before I really got this one up and running and was like, I'm not buying another possible junker. But yeah, just took this thing apart, did some cleaning on it. I might have changed a belt on it. I can't exactly remember, because my memory is poo-poo. That's why I make these videos, so I can go back and be like, oh yeah, I had that thing. But yeah, so I didn't get it. But I got this one, and I'm quite happy with it. Like I said, as a recorder, not exactly the best. It was kind of muffled sounding. But as a player, this thing kicks all sorts of booty. You heard it yourself. Want to hear it again? Yeah, you do. That's right, I didn't really like this tape for some reason. Oh, whoops. Oh, it does. Oh, because if you're gonna have an 8-track, you gotta have this one. Kidding me? All right, well that does it for the functions of the Mayfair 2084 8-track player and recorder. Yay! Well, that brings us to an end of another gripping, thrilling episode. I know. Where does the time go? So if you see one of these out in the wild at an estate sale, apparently they're all the rage, why not pick one up for 20, 30 bucks? If you can clean it up and get it running, it does not disappoint. I'm quite happy with it. And you might be too. I don't know, but I am. And isn't that all that really matters? Thanks. Okay, so plugola time again. If you're near a comic book shop, pick up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures Halloween Special. Cover C. Drawn by me, Vernon Smith. The vintage now, babe. Have a blessed day.